We are back with some more Matchplay commentary for y'all. I'm joined by the bald gnome with the dome, TJ.
That's a crazy one. I like that one. That's a good one. That's a good one. I feel like a gnome with his beard, that's for sure.
But we've got some matches from Dean's Dugout for you guys. Dean's is the local that we go to on Sundays. Every Sunday at 12:30, we pop off at Naperville, Illinois. Great shop, great mom and pop shop. So if you're in the Naperville area, want to swing by and check us out or check the shop out, feel free to do so. And today we've got a battle of the two Colosseum members in Arby and TJ. Arby's on the left playing 7 Great Demon Lords, and we've got TJ bringing the Mother Control to locals, which is, I believe, the first time we actually have it on the online cam. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. Couple things before we hop into the round itself. If you like the content, you like what you're seeing, please do consider hitting that like and subscribe button. We would greatly appreciate it. And also consider hitting that bell so you're notified as to when our videos do go live. And if you're interested in becoming a member, do check out the instructions on how to do so down in the video description, along with the link to our socials, which has our Twitter, our Instagram, our Discord, all of that good stuff so that you can stay connected with us, see our deck list, and kind of see what we're all up to. So hopefully we see you there. Without further ado, enough yapping on my end. Let's hop right into the round over here.
All right. So, full context. I put this deck together for a friend. I was testing it out. Overall, I think the build is fine. I just think that I need to learn it a bit better. There's also some other stuff that was going on as well that I'll talk about later. But overall, it's weird. It's a weird deck, and the reason I'm playing this too is this is a little content gremlin me, just trying to get Mother Control stuff for you guys to see, for some of these matchups. But so we see Arby start with the Demon Lord special of Lusamon. That is the Old Faithful. I unfortunately mulliganed into a very bad hand, which I am showing Mike that's on my side there. My opening hand was Vikemon Ace, 3 Mega Gargomon Ace, and then Edamon.
That's quite the hand.
And something else. No Tamers. None. Think you, I run 4. Oh yeah, there, I'm showing camera right now. Yeah, you saw that. Oh yeah, also I think I had a Sephiroth in hand.
Oh boy.
Or something. I was showing camera and I told Arby not to look, and then Arby immediately looked at the camera and I was just like, I told you not to look. Don't look. So I top deck the Mame. I do go ahead and just play it. Drop the tie off X. I'm like, okay, finally a Tamer. Yippee. Like if I see a Shoto, I can give it bigger DP. But the hard thing with this matchup is that you can't punish Demon Lords. It just doesn't exist. It's not something that you can do.
Sure.
Right? Like the only way that realistically you can punish Demon Lords is like Biting Crush in like Leviamon. Otherwise, most decks can't punish Demon Lords because they don't leave a board state for you to mess with.
Yeah, and sort of the idea, just from seeing like some gameplay with it, is really, and correct me if I'm wrong, because you're the one who put it together and everything, but like it really just feels like, just like the name suggests, like control, but you really don't have like a lot of aggression, which is again like even rougher going against Demon Lords, which puts you like on a timer.
Yeah, you don't have much aggression. A lot of the idea is that you're supposed to punish with ace cards and try and like take advantage from that point to like push for game and stuff.
Right.
The problem is that if there's nothing on your opponent's board during their turn, or at least start of main phase, that can actually be punished and forced to swing with all of your start of main phase decision on attack effects, well, you're not gonna do anything. You're gonna just sit there and you're gonna just watch the game be played. So he does swing, does hit a Shoto auto security, which is really nice for me. Drops a Lusamon. We'll go ahead, grab a Leviathan there, I think is what he grabbed. Or something. Trash the rest. We'll end of turn, put that the Beelzemon on top. We'll Evo into a Lucy. I just delete the Emperor.
Yeah.
And then he places a card in his. He forgot to place a card for Beelzemon, so
Right.
he went ahead and placed a Belphemon Rage Mode in there. So at the point, it's like, okay, cool, I have a tamer, but I can't really like clear that body, because if I do, then just something else is gonna get played out and still tuck something, so I'm just kind of stuck.
Right.
I'm trying to decide what I want to do here. I'm debating. He is ready because he does have 7 sources, so I just dropped the Vikemon Ace because Vikemon Ace basically says, hey, so on play will Digivolve, and then until the end of my opponent's next turn, all of the Digimon with no sources cannot suspend. Right. So basically, it tells Agudo, hey, you can't play the game. You can end of turn, you can play him out, but Agudo can't swing. Agudo just hits the board, and he can't do his one attacking to tuck his sources or anything. He's just a big guy. Yeah. So I was like, at least I stall for a turn right now. It's about all I can really do.
Sure.
Yeah. Sort of looking at his choices.
Yeah, like you said, it is rough because the deck really just, yeah, Leviah just comes out, pops Vike Ace, and Arby plays his own Shoto for 3. And we'll just play a Lucy for 5, chokes to 1, but you do have the tie, and then he picks up a Belfi, and then the option, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a rough matchup, that's for sure. And then we go end of turn, Lucy would leave, so it just goes into the Chaos mode. Chaos mode, you choose to pop Shoto.
Yeah, because I'm like, I need the memory. I needed the memory to be able to do something, so I was hoping I would top deck a Shoto and I could do something. Spoiler alert, I don't. So I just dropped the Rapid here. I did Digivolve 1 on the Lucemon just to make it so that it can't do anything when it would leave the board. And then I just scoop because there's nothing else I can do. So we go ahead and we go next. And I show Arby, I'm like, yeah, I was stuck sitting on 3 Mega Gargomon Ace because I never had a chance to do anything. Because he doesn't do anything on play. He only does something off of Evo. Right? So like it's like
yeah.
So
very rough.
We were big stuckers, but that is okay.
Move on to game 2. Let's see what happens.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, I'm curious to see like how much representation it gets. I feel like it's had some success in JP, sort of like we talked about last week, right? Where like some decks have been able to kind of pull a win out here and there. I feel like there are a good amount of tools to play around sort of the big blocker play style. But we'll see. It's an interesting deck.
So the thing is Mother can climb really well with the ties. It can actually be really hard to play around it. There is a decent amount of tools, there's actually, I would say majority of the meta does not have great tools to deal with it, to be honest. Because she's just a big immune blocker. She's like Magna X, but like on, she just can't attack you.
Right.
That being said, while I don't think there are a lot of tools necessarily, there are some tools. In the fact that we have, things that bottom deck can delete tamers, so you can get rid of the Shotos to get rid of the blockers. Some decks just DP climb well enough where they don't care, like Jess or Tyrant, for example.
Sure.
The biggest thing for Mother Shoto that is genuinely the hardest thing to do is, one, actually push for like a win, because you're not very aggressive. You don't swing often, and because ace threats are so prevalent in the game now, you can't just like swing the level 4, because your whole idea is you want to be able to recycle your tamers constantly.
Speaking of tamers,
to make sure that your opponent, like, you always have a tamer to evo over and do things with, and you're just trying to build a board off of that state. But if they control your board really well, like Demon Lords does, that can be difficult. The other hard thing is that if your opponent has means of playing around your start of main effects to force them to swing, then you can never do your ace evo punishes. It becomes very, very difficult.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I go ahead, I push up Mother here, I play Boko, deciding what tamer I want to grab. No hybrid for me to grab. I do think I end up grabbing the, I can't remember if I grabbed the tie or the Shoto. Oh, let's grab the Shoto. Okay, jump behind with the tie.
Oh.
So like, you know what? I'd rather have the memory, and then I go ahead and I just reorganize them in a better way for me.
Yeah.
And I think I just dropped the Shoto, yeah. And then I end of turn. I do catch it in a second. Arby was very graceful with me letting me suspend things before. I think I just forgot to, or opted not to, because I'm like, you know, it doesn't matter. He's not gonna swing at me.
Sure.
That's the thing. Demon Lords also doesn't chip my security, so it's not like I can get any value like off security.
Right.
Or anything.
Right. You do gain a lot of memory from the Shotos and the Satskis.
Mm-hmm.
And you drop a Rapid, which is not bad. And you pass. Arby will go up to 4, or should go up to 4 off a Shoto. And another interesting thing that I've seen too with Mother Control is, at least at this week's Ulti Cup, there was a player who was doing this with a sort of like Diaboro mix.
Yes,
where he was using this with the
that.
Diaboro machine or the Diaboro engine, which I thought was pretty interesting. Obviously, you sacrifice a little bit of like deck space where maybe you had more Tamers or more Ace cards, but like the Diaboro engine is aggressive, and it is one of the things that the deck lacks. So,
right.
And there is a good amount of control with the Digivolve and, you know, all that shenanigans that Diaboro can do. So it's interesting. It was spicy, that's for sure.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's lots of different ways you can build the deck.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
There's lots of different ways you can build it, lots of different like strategies and tools you can use. To take advantage of everything. Arby does. I think he can drop the Lucy for 5 here, and then I'm like, no, you get the Chaos Mode there. He's like, okay, you're right. So he pulls it back. Drops the Ascension of the I don't know, a Demon Lord Ascension. That's what I'm gonna call it.
Mm-hmm.
Or Rise. I think it's Rise of the 7 Great Demon Lords or whatever.
Right,
You go ahead. We go back over to me.
You go up to your 7 memory.
Yep. Yeah. I will say the one thing is I'm extremely memory efficient. It's just I do not have very good card draw. That's the probably one of the most painful things.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and swing Rapid. Hits a BL's X. You Sephiroth here. And you will force, it looks like the BLs to swing, maybe?
Yeah.
Or Lucy?
I think I just target one. It doesn't really matter because they're not going to be on the board anyways. This point is just debating what else I want to drop.
Mm-hmm.
I do go into a Rapid. Nothing to do Digivolve. I do gain the protections. I can't be deleted or bounced because I have the Shotos on board.
It's pretty good. And then you drop another Shoto.
Yeah.
Solid.
I just spit out the Shuyulin at the end of turn. Just unmind Linker.
Yeah.
And then I do in a second here. Arby is kind enough to let me. I don't think it goes too. Yeah, I go ahead and then just like yeah. Well, blocker. Blocker. Arby does have enough sources here to Ogudo. I think he was just deciding if he should or not.
Oh yeah, because Agudo essentially.
Or no, he chose not to because he's resolving the start of main. Sorry.
Yeah. Agudo is you can pop up to 7.
So right? Agudo is 1 attacking. You play 7 cards with different names in the 7 Great Demon Lords trait from your trash under this Digimon. Once you do that, you delete one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers, I believe. It might just be Digimon. I can't remember. I can double check real quick. Here, 1 second. It is 4 or more plays. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers. Yep. And then when attacking, you return 7 Great Demon Lord trait cards with different names from your sources to the bottom of deck to delete 7 of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers. Then trash top 7 cards of their security stack. For each card this effect deleted, reduce the number of security cards trashed by 1.
Oh wow. Let's go ahead, drop the Lucy for 5. There's an Agudo. And there it is.
And Arby does build an insane board state.
Yes.
I love Demon Lords. I love it. It's so good.
We go Lucy Chaos. Lucy Chaos will go ahead and force you to make a decision here.
I'm debating what to pop.
About it. Looks like you're leaning towards the Satsuki, which I think is a fair choice.
Yeah, because like I kind of want to keep the blockers. I kind of want to keep the memory setter because that's just a free
Sure.
extra like 2 memory right now for me. So I'm trying to go to 3. I hatch. I do go the rest of the way. In hindsight, I probably should have popped a Sephiroth because I could have given myself a bit more memory, but I didn't. I don't know why.
Yeah,
I think my brain was like, I want to maintain aggression, but it's also hard because the cool thing with Agudo is that Agudo can target the mothers as deletion targets, but because they're not deleted, you still trash security. So he doesn't have to resolve it on the tamers. He can he can force 3 of the targets to be mothers to guarantee still trash cards.
Jesus, that's okay. That's crazy.
Now that being said, like, well, here's the other hard thing too, right? Like the ties, the BT, or the ST15 ties. They're like, oh, you know, when attack target's redirected, you can give one of your Digimon plus 2K and draw a card.
Yeah.
Those are really good for Mother because Mother can climb off that, but that doesn't matter if they're not able to stay on the board when Agudo swings and just deletes them. It doesn't come up here, but just something else to think about as well.
Sure.
If you're playing this.
Arby looks like he's thinking about it. Considering his options, like you said, he did have a pretty decent board state. We'll decide to go Agudo here, so we'll tuck. Not yet. That's one attack.
Yeah, he has to swing first.
Yeah.
He plays it.
I think he's just doing some mental math here to see what the best play is. We'll decide to Agudo swing. So go ahead and tuck 7 sources with different names underneath. Activating the 7 gates, so to speak.
Okay,
We'll target, like you said, the mothers.
He wasn't targeting the mothers yet.
Oh, no?
He's debating right now.
Oh, okay.
So he does that attacks first, off of the placing them effect. His gesturing there was saying, so they can't be deleted, right? And I'm just like, yes. He bottom decks those, deletes the Sephiroth and the 4 Shotos, or 3 Shotos, sorry. And then chooses his last 3 targets to be the mothers, I believe, at this point. Yeah.
Sure.
So then he still trashes 3.
Right.
And so I'm just like, okay. I'm like, do I want to block here? I'm like, no, it's fine. I'll go ahead. I'll just take the hit. Or no, sorry. I take it trashes regardless, and then decide if I want to block. I do have to. I do opt to block. Because I'm like, you know what? If there's ever a time to block, it's now. Because the Shotos are gone. I might as well make use of the blocker while I have it.
Sure. Sure.
I'm still, you know, a blocker. I'm still bigger than those Levi and everything else.
And he decides to pass.
Yeah, and then end of turn give blocker. He forgot to gain the memory for Levi earlier, so we put him to 5.
Yeah.
Technically, so we went ahead, we corrected, or we put him to 4 rather. But he has to still just pass.
Sure.
I'm just like, okay. At this point, I push the other mother up. I gain a memory off the Satsuki, but my hand's just stuck. There's nothing I can do. I was hoping I would top deck a Vikaze because then nothing can do anything.
Yeah, that would be sort of your ticket out there. You go Sephiroth here on top of the Shu Yu Lin. And
I was debating on playing a Heavens, which I do try to play, but then I'm like, wait, I don't have a green source. I can't even play this.
Yeah.
So I will do it in a second. I get there. And then I'm like, wait, no, can't do it. No yellow source.
You do have a Metal Edamon in hand, which is a possible...
Regular Edamon.
Oh, that's Edamon, yeah. But I don't know if that really will do a whole lot here.
No, it doesn't do anything. It's no protections. I can force something to swing start of main.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I have no ace cards.
Eh.
Pretty much game 1, I had all my aces, no tamers. Game 2, I had all my tamers, no aces. I drop it, realize I can't drop it, so I'm like, okay, I can't do anything. So then I'm just like, okay, I'm pretty sure I'm just screwed here. All right, I can't stop all this. I think I just Evo past turn, and then I think I scoop.
You say that Belfi has to...
Yeah, I'm saying
Belfi has to swing in theory, and then you just go ahead and scoop.
And then I scoop, because I'm just like, there's nothing I can do. I just bend it. I do fist bump Arby. I was just like, get me out of this matchup. I hate playing Demon Lords. I hate playing Demon Lords. I'll never like it. You cannot convince me that it's a fun matchup.
It is a frustrating matchup. I'm right there with you. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Our first kind of Mother Control on cam. As we were saying, a little bit of a tougher matchup, but does kind of illustrate the idea of what we want to do. And as always, Arby just pilots 7 great Demon Lords very well. So kudos to him.
Yes, he does.
So let us know what
Yes,
you guys
he
think in the
does. He
comment
is-
section below. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna just say, like, to his credit, as much as I complain about Demon Lords, Arby's a very good pilot. He's a very, very good pilot with it. He knows how to do it very, very well.
So yeah,
I
let us know
just
what you
wanted
guys
to,
think
I wanted to glaze him a little bit. That's all.
in the comment section below. Like I said, hit that like and subscribe button, hit that bell, and see us on that next video. Bye bye.